So hello everyone, I'm Tofu, we're on Gaol-Town today, and as you can see, we have Bitty in boxes. So, we're going on a villager hunt, but I wanted a little bit of a twist, so we'll be doing a species roulette. So, let's jump over to the wheel and see which lucky species we'll be looking for this time. So I actually have every species but hippo on this list, as Bitty was actually a species roulette winner herself. So, let's see... Deer or dog? Deer, okay, interesting. So we'll be looking for a deer today. So my one rule with the species roulette is that the very first deer we come across, they'll be joining the island of Gaol-Town. No ifs or buts. I've got 100 tickets on me. Let's do this. Okay, very first island, and it's absolutely miserable weather, which generally means my villager hunts don't do very well. But maybe we'll get lucky this time, who knows. Right, 3, 2, 1, it is Cube over there. I'm just going to hop over the river and just double check that it is indeed Cube, because I do have a tendency to get confused with the penguins. Hello? It is Cube. So I'm sure the fact that they're in rain clothes and not their usual attire will confuse me just at some points, especially if they've got their back turned to me. But we're all good this time. Obviously Cube is not a deer, so we're going to be moving on. So the reason we're on a villager hunt today is I just felt that there's a change needed in Gaol-Town. Like, the villagers have just become a bit too comfortable, so we needed a shake-up. And Bitty was happy to go. This is Cephalobot. Obviously not a deer, so we will not be taking him. It's probably the best robot in my opinion, but I'm not really keen on the robots. Is that a bit harsh on Sprocket? Because I do actually have Sprocket on my island, but there we go. Running away either way. I felt it was quite fitting as well, the fact that Bitty was the last resident to come via a species roulette, and so she was the one that wanted to leave. And here is Rowan, I believe his name is. It is indeed. I'm glad I got that right. Rowan's one of those characters that I just forget his name, and I just have to really pull it from the depths of my brain. There you go. Again, not a deer, so we will be moving on. Hopefully this species roulette doesn't do what the last one did when I actually acquired Bitty, and that was just go on for too long. It was like 130 tickets, something ridiculous like that. And here we have Ketchup. I'm going to say hello because she is cute. Hello, Ketchup. I was going to say Cutie, but I got stuck between the two, so I ended up just going with her name. I've had Ketchup before on New Horizons. She is a very cute character. Unfortunately, she just kind of came under the issue that I had too many peppies on the island all at one time, and so she was generally the first one to go when I let one of them go. But she is adorable, so, you know, it's nice to see her again. I haven't actually discussed which deer I would like for this villager hunt. There's Chrissy in the background. I'm going to say hello to her because, yeah, I'm always just jealous over the fact that my wife Mumsy managed to get Chrissy and Francine on the same island, and I was looking for Chrissy on my very first island for the longest time. But anyway, back on track with the deer conversation. Looking through the list of deers, I really don't know which one would suit Gaol-Town the best. Honestly, I think it would have to be Lopez or Shino. I think all the other deer just look a bit too innocent and carefree to be on a crime island. But at least Lopez looks like, because obviously he's a smug, he could be like the apprentice under Marlowe, the mob boss, and so he's kind of got that smug personality because he thinks he's like all that, because he's going to become the big boss one day. He's got that air about him, I think. And Shino, I think just because of her connections with Oni and demons and things like that, yeah, she looks alright. Obviously, if she's, if you're on her good side, then great. If you're on her bad side, she will make you pay. By the way, this is Coach, I didn't acknowledge it, but obviously not someone we're after, so let's move on. I guess Fuchsia could work as well, because she's got that big sister personality, the Uchi, and so she's a little bit sarcastic. Oh, it's Cherry. I love Cherry. Look at this gorgeous girl. As far as the deer I don't want, to be honest, when it comes to the deer species, I really like all of them. Like, the designs are really good. There's not one single one I dislike. But if I had to choose one out of, obviously, the lot, I would say Bo would be the one I don't want the most. Solely because I've had him too much on my islands, and so because he comes up so regularly, I'd just like a change. Okay, who are we going to find this time? Oh, it's Hippo. No thank you. He would be a good candidate on Gaol-Town, just not right now. Gaol-Town has never been shy of hippos, so I had Biff, then Bitty came onto the island, and then I think Biff left, and we replaced Biff with Harry, if memory serves. This is Amelia behind a tree? Yes, it is. She's one of those characters I don't see very often with villager hunts, so the name tries to escape me, but I guess I've pulled it out somewhere. Yeah, she's an alright looking eagle. Never had her before, and unfortunately for her, that's not going to start today. Speaking of characters I've never had before, there's actually quite a few of the deer that I haven't had. So I've literally only had Bo, Bruce, Deirdre, and then Fuchsia, but Fuchsia was on my New Leaf town and not New Horizons. But this is a villager we all know and love. This is Stella. Oh, adorable. She is obviously on Utopia, my all-sheep island, or it will be an all-sheep island eventually. We've obviously got a few that aren't sheep, but they should be wearing sheep costumes, so it's all good. Ah, goodbye Stella. So there is plenty of potential when it comes to deer characters and having new characters that I've never had before. Ah, this is Ione, and she also, like Stella, is adorable. I believe Mumsy has Ione on one of her islands. I couldn't tell you which one, I just can't remember. But it does make me jealous because she is just really cute. Her design's cool. Yeah, they did a good job with Ione. But I must run away and look for a deer. So, just out of curiosity, which deer is your favourite? Because, like I said, I like all the deer. They're just really good. Obviously, I can't get Chelsea on this hunt because she is a Sanrio character, so I'd have to scan her amiibo in. But yeah, all of the others are up for grabs. And, like I said, Bo is probably the least wanted just because I've had him so many times. I think I've had him on 3 islands out of 5. But yeah, just any will do, honestly. This is Marcy, by the way. I didn't acknowledge it, but she did spend a very brief time on Gaol-Town, and then she ran away once the mob boss Marlowe came into town. So we won't be taking her just because 1, we've had her, 2, she's not a deer, and 3, she didn't want to be on Gaol-Town anyway. So I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has submitted a question for my Q&A special that I'll be doing in the near future. And there's Gail just off in the distance. Pink alligator, very cute, very adorable, but we won't be taking her. But yeah, if there is a question that you might want to ask me about Animal Crossing or just generally my life, hopefully not too personal, but yeah, feel free to jump onto that community post and yeah, just ask a question and I'll answer it in the next villager hunt I do. I believe 14 people or so have asked questions already, so again, thank you very much to those guys. Really appreciate the fact that you've asked me a question. I think I just saw Rowan again. Yep, there he is. Our very first dupe. But he's on a different island at least. I don't get this island very often, so it's nice to see that we have a rare island in the weird mountain island thing. But yeah, it's a shame that we've got to see Rowan again. Okay, who are we going to have this time? Someone good, someone good. I don't believe it's a deer, I didn't really see them. Oh, that's Hopper, isn't it? I can tell by his funky eyebrows. There we go. Hello, Hopper. I did want Hopper on Tanglewood, my jungle island, for a small period of time. I did actually find him during a villager hunt as well, but I then decided I wanted the other characters just that little bit more, and so I carried on. I actually left him behind. I think I was looking for Bree, Rudy and Wendy, and yeah, my want for them was just higher than him, unfortunately, so I had to leave him behind, as I am doing now. And for those that are interested, I am working on a new trivia video. I can't guarantee when it will be up and running because it takes quite a lot of time to do the editing and things like that. By the way, this is Rolf. I wanted to just show him off and not have him behind a tree. Had a few tigers so far. Obviously Rowan's come up twice, but yeah, Rolf's alright. He'd probably fit quite nicely because he looks just like an angry boy. He'd fit nicely on Crime Island. He could be like a street tough or something, but obviously that's not someone we're looking for, so we must move on. And who are we going to find? 3, 2, 1. No, where are they? Are they behind the cliff? Oh, it's Tabby or Cat, 1 or 2. There's Cat, sorry. I saw the cat ears and yeah, didn't really see much of them. Cat's okay. She would probably fit nicely as one of the girl gang that is on Crime Island. But yeah, again, we won't be taking her. Crime Island, or Gaol-Town even, sorry, has definitely given me appreciation of villagers that I just wouldn't have given a chance otherwise, and Kat's no exception really. I definitely look at her in a new light. So how many tickets do you think it will take before I find a deer? Because I'm going to have to just keep going until I get the deer character. I'm going to say 79, just for no reason whatsoever. This is Patty, a cow. I always forget that she's peppy though. She just looks like a normal cow to me. Probably because her design is just nice. It's just a kind of plain looking cow, but in a nice way. Obviously you got like is it Norma and Tipper? I think they're both normal as well, so you don't need an oversaturation of normal cows. Good old Waterfall Island. Let's pan the camera, obviously get our ladder out and see who lives at the top, shall we? Are we going to get lucky? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Drago. I mean, he's a good boy, but just not one of the ones we were after. It's a shame. Never had Drago before. Would like him at some point though. And we have Anticipation Mountain, so who are we going to find? I have been told by a couple of people that obviously if I leave my ladder behind, you won't get this and the Waterfall Island, and it will save you a bit of time, but I like the variation of islands. By the way, this is Pietro, and I want him so badly on Utopia. Look at this boy. He's just a jolly fellow. I can't take you to Crime Town, though. Just, you'd be far too innocent. Although, obviously, there are some people that really, really don't like clowns and find them creepy. No, I couldn't bring Pietro to Gaol-Town, just like the creepy crime-committing clown. No. Just no. Pietro's a good boy anyway, he's not creepy in any way. It's just happy and fun. Anyway, moving on. And we have Chief. Let's go say hello. He was a previous resident of mine on Shimizu, my Japanese-themed island. He was a river-based fisherman. Much like pretty much all the wolves, he's a very good-looking boy. But we must leave him behind, like so many decent characters we've seen so far today. Can we get 3 decent characters in a row? I mean, I guess that depends on your opinion. This is Pippi. I wanted to say Gabby, but I always get those two confused. Pippi's okay. I wouldn't say she's in the same calibre as Pietro or Chief, but she's alright. Harmless enough. Okay, someone good, someone good. Who are we going to find? 3, 2, 1. Why is it always this island that I struggle to find the villager? Where are they? They must be behind the cliff, surely. Oh no, they're behind this tree. I didn't see who it was. It's Tank. Hello. Not really too fussed with Tank. He's kind of a bit of a meh character for me. I think I'd prefer him, honestly, if he didn't have that giant leaf on the back of his head. But then there are some that kind of like that because he's a bit different. I don't know, what do you guys think? If you follow my wife Mumsy's channel, then you obviously know that Tank is on Bramble, her cottagecore island. And there's another rhino, it's Hornsby. And I did want Hornsby for quite a while on Tanglewood, my jungle island. But he just never came up. Or it was just really inconvenient when he did, so it would be like within 5 tickets of like a 100 ticket villager hunt. And yeah, I was just not willing to go that short. But anyway, Wilbur, take me away. We've had plenty of Sister Fruit Islands. Who is amongst the oranges? Is that Benjamin? It is, okay. I was kind of surprised by the hat choice, honestly. But yeah, I've not seen Benjamin that often, so it threw me a little bit, but yeah, I'm surprised I managed to get his name right. He's an alright looking dog, but obviously not a deer, so we must move on. So it's got a little bit warmer in the UK. I find it funny because in various places across Europe, you've got like Russia, the Mediterranean, I think maybe even North Africa are absolutely being hammered with heat, and like there's the hottest temperatures they've had for a good while. And then over here we've got like between 22 and 26 degrees Celsius. So Tofu editor, or editor Tofu I should say, throw that up in Fahrenheit on the screen because I don't do Fahrenheit. Thank you very much. And yeah, just everyone's complaining that it's too warm. It really makes me laugh because, you know, if it rains a little bit, everyone complains it's too wet. If it gets hot, everyone complains it's too warm. You just can't win in the UK. That was Tabby, by the way. Obviously a previous resident of Gaol-Town. And yeah, someone I've grown a little bit more fond of. I'm certainly not fond of her nutcracker-like teeth, but, you know, gotta take the good with the bad. Right, can we find a deer? Probably not, but we can dream. It's Rocco. No thank you. He's alright. He would fit really nicely, but it's the same kind of issue, just with too many hippos. We've always got hippos on the island, so no thank you. I am wondering if the rain in-game is going to just ruin any chance of actually being lucky, and it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Ostrich, its name, what is your name, Sandy? Yes, okay. I mean, you do look better while you're wearing a hat, because you don't have those weird, like, hair wispy things. I would actually quite kind of like Sandy if you could just force her to wear a hat all the time. But obviously we can't do that, so, you know, I probably won't take her for any future islands, but who knows? Maybe we'll do a species roulette, we'll hit ostrich at some point, and maybe she'll come up. Never can tell. And who are we going to find this time? It's Stu. He comes up pretty regularly on my villager hunts, and I'm going to ignore him. Okay, so I think this is ticket 30 if I've been counting correctly. But I might do a quick fire round of like 10, maybe 15 tickets after this, just speed up the process a little bit. This is Plucky? Or are you Becky? Oh no. Plucky. Okay, cool. Which one's Becky? Is that the purple chicken? I think it might be. But I got the name right, that's all that really matters. And I'll be leaving you behind. So the first of the quickfire round, we have Avery. Good looking eagle. And on Bamboo Island we have Chevra. And we have a penguin. Is it Frigga? It is Frigga. I kind of forgot her name for a second there, so I'm glad I got it right. During the loading screen I just had a mini panic because I was like, oh god, I should have taken Chevra, but she's not a deer, she's a goat, so it's fine. Next is Antonio, and he's a cool looking jock. Never had him before, but would consider. Next up we have Ali, the sassy looking alligator. I think would work really well as a Karen on my island. And across the river we have someone behind a tree. I think it's a cow, it might be Patty. It certainly looks like Patty. Okay, Anticipation Mountain, who are we going to find? Reveal. It's Eric! Winner, winner, chicken dinner! We have our newest resident of Gaol-Town. I wasn't expecting it to happen during the quickfire round, honestly. But I'm happy with that. I mean, I wasn't going to be unhappy with any of the deer, honestly. They're all great designs. I like them all. Never had Eric before, which makes it kind of interesting. I have no idea what role he's going to play on this island, so maybe you guys could help out with that a little bit. He could be, I don't know, like a relative of Beardo or Marlowe, so he's mostly innocent on the island, or maybe the fact that he just looks innocent could be a facade. Who knows what he's actually doing on that island. Anyway, he's coming to Gaol-Town. Oh, that's very nice of him. I am pretty cool. Okay, we've got Eric. Interesting. Like I said, I'm going to have to think of some kind of narrative for him to be on Crime Island, because at this moment in time I wasn't really prepared for that. But yeah, if you guys can think of an interesting idea or can help me out in any way, feel free to put it in the comments and we'll incorporate it into the lore. So just to confirm, Eric is moving in and we got him on ticket 37. Not bad at all. So here we have Eric, and I wasn't expecting that interior. I must admit it's kind of pleasant to have moved it into, obviously, him being in boxes, because the previous day in-game was the bug off and it was making the entire island lag like nobody's business. But yeah, our newest resident, everyone. So guys, I'm going to call today's episode here. Thank you very much for watching if you made it this far. It's a little bit different with the species roulette and obviously our new boy Eric here, but that's kind of part of the fun. We like making a bit of narrative and trying to work the new villagers into the story, especially villagers that we didn't expect to appear on a crime island. But I want to say a massive thank you if you made it this far. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, please hit like and consider subscribing if you haven't done already. And if you beautiful people have made it this far and you haven't done already, maybe you'd consider asking a question on the Q&A special post that I put in my community tab on YouTube. I just want to answer more questions, so again, thank you very much to everyone that has already done so. But I would like to say thank you very much, hope to see you in the next video, and until next time, have a good one. Cheers guys.